Hello everyone and welcome to Whispering Hills Tarot. I'm Tracy.
I'm Rachel.
And we are here today with a cake.
That is the most adorable cake ever. As you know, I aged another year recently. And Tracy brought me this lovely cake. Of course, it's a mystical kipper cake. So we're going to probably enjoy some cake later with y'all and do a couple of readings.
So back in 2016, Rachel and I started this tradition, I guess, of going to this little Dutch bakery and buying a cake and then having them write something really weird on it.
It's the best.
Yeah, so
we confuse a lot of people.
We did. We had Fleek, I think was the first one.
Yep.
Excuse me.
And that was a fun one. Yeah,
That was.
Yeah. We could probably share some of those to our Facebook.
Yeah, we could.
Page.
Yeah, I think we've got pictures of some of them, so we'll share them.
Yeah.
But anyways, I showed up at the bakery yesterday and ordered a cake, and they asked if I wanted anything written on it, and I said, absolutely, I would like it to say, Mystical Kippers. And the woman behind the counter looked at me, and then handed me a pen and paper and said, you're going to have to write that one down. So there it is, Mystical Kippers.
Yay, birthday cake. Anyways, I hope you guys can join us for some Mystical Kipper cake and some readings. What kind of readings are we doing today, Tracy?
I don't know.
I was thinking, I know Tracy got a new deck that I can't wait for her to use. Actually, it's the most adorable tarot deck that she'll introduce it to you. It's very sweet. And I'm going to be using a new deck as well. A new old deck. I've had it for some time, but we're excited to do some readings. So we've cut the cake. I'm excited to this beautiful buttercream icing goodness.
I'm excited to eat the cake.
Yeah. And we're also excited to do some readings for you. We did get a request, Janice, who wanted to know if she should get a cat.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so
and I believe we have just the right deck for that one.
I think we do, Tracy. I'm excited for you to do this reading. It's going to be very, on the money, I think.
Very cat-based, very feline-focused.
Excellent. Janice, friend of the show, wants to know if she should get a kitty cat. I don't believe she's ever had cats before. I think they had a dog, like when she was much younger, but...
All right, deck is shuffled. Let's cut the kitty deck.
So this is called...
Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce it. It's called Cats Rule the Earth Tarot by Tiago Correa and Catherine Davidson. Mm-hmm. And I think the art is just absolutely adorable.
Especially for doing cat-related readings like today.
Yeah, so if you have a cat and you want a reading done, or even if you don't have a cat and you want a cat reading done, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
And we'll happily whip out the Cats Rule the Earth Tarot.
Excellent.
All right, so let's put some cards down. We have the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and we're going to do one more. We just got to move these over.
I like that Emperor.
I know, I just want to give him an aggressive snuggle and then give him a little bit of cat-friendly milk. Ooh, and the Ace of Wands. I really like the Ace of Wands cat. Those cats always look like Adam Driver to me. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the name of the breed is, but they are called the Adam Driver cats in our house.
Okay.
All right. So first we have the Knight of Cups, which is emotion. It's, like a slow-moving emotion. Mm-hmm. It's not as slow as Pentacles, but Cups are not very speedy either.
I'm shocked by how adorable those cards are.
Right? This cat has a glass of
wine. I know. And just feeling himself.
Very pleased. Yeah, so I'd say that you've been, thinking a lot about getting a cat. It's really, it's something that you think would feel really good, have this little kitty cat you can snuggle with.
Emotional.
Yeah, slow moving, emotional. This is
energy.
Something that you've been thinking a lot about, something that feels good to you. The idea of getting a cat seems like it could be a good idea.
Huh.
The Nine of Swords, maybe there's some anxiety there if you've never had a cat before, or if you might have previously had a cat and maybe it didn't go well or something, or just the whole idea of, I have this other tiny little life to look after.
It's a commitment.
There's going to be all the things that come with that commitment. And, cats can live 18, 19 years.
Yep. They're pals for a long time, for sure.
Could be a little bit of anxiety there about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune.
The wheel, I mean, it's obviously a choice. Like, it can go one way or the other.
You might be kind of up and down about the whole idea, but knowing that having a cat will bring change to your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as the wheel turns, you get more and more used to it. Cats are easy to take care of.
Yeah, it's like, I see the wheel as, again, it's this, in this, obviously, it's a choice, one way or the other. But I look at the cards around it, and I think, aside from some anxiety, a little bit of, hemming and hawing, it could be a financial worry. Like, if there's, vets are not cheap, and some animals require, help or assistance, especially maybe if you're, but there is a financial commitment. There's vaccinations and deworming stuff, and
Yeah.
And if you are somebody like my daughter, it's hundreds of dollars in cat toys and a lifetime subscription to catnip.
I have a cat. He's orange and big and fluffy and just the biggest snuggler I have ever met. And he has diabetes, so he has to get shots twice a day. And we take him to the vet every 3 months for his glucose curve test, make sure that the insulin is doing what it should be. But just having him around is such a joyful thing. Like I swear to God, he's the sweetest cat ever.
Super laid back.
Yeah, you can do anything to that cat. He is so chill, and he just puts up with it, which is good because my husband likes to hassle cats. All right, then we have the Emperor. And I don't know if that's, a cat will be the emperor in your life.
Yep.
Dogs have humans. Dogs have friends. Cats have staff. Is that how that goes?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The royalty there, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. They think that you're there to wait on them.
Yes, of course, naturally.
And if the food is not in their dish, they once heard a story that 3,000 years ago, a cat may have died because he didn't get fed on time. And then we have the Ace of Wands. And that seems like a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Ace of Wands is like doing something, is doing something new, like going out and getting a cat.
Yeah. That's exactly the interpretation. It's like, hi, new cat.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
So let's just draw one more card. Let's see, one more last piece of advice. Oh, we have the Empress.
Oh, wow. That is the royal couple there.
Yeah.
This is go get a cat already. What are you waiting for?
I love this card because I was thinking when I first got this, how are you going to portray a pregnant cat? It's so much easier to portray a pregnant person.
Yeah.
But instead they've got the little kitty right next to her. So go out and get yourself a kitty. Also,
get
new
your
car.
cat. Sorry, Tracy.
Yeah.
And a new
get yourself a new car.
It's ongoing. In every reading, there's a possibility of a new car. Tracy.
I like Bob Barker. Don't forget to spay and neuter your cats or your weird friends and family.
Best advice ever.
Yep. Yeah, so go out there, get yourself a cat. This looks good for cats.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Tracy.
Hi.
I'm also using a new deck. Excited. Well, it's a new old deck, but they're called The Sun and the Moon Tarot by Vanessa DeCourt, and I was just drawn to them today, so we'll give it a whirl. And all right, I'm going to be doing a follow-up reading for Janice, who wants to know if she's going to have a little cat in her life. She wants some cat advice. Is she going to get a cat or not?
My advice is get a cat.
Yeah, it was pretty clear in your reading, Tracy. It was cat positive.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just pull 5 cards as well, I think. These cards are slippery, but nothing really wants to jump out. No jumpers. So far. start there. Okay. And I am going to cut. I don't know why I was compelled to pull that one, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. Four of Swords.
Ah.
Oh. Hey, Ace of Cups.
Oh.
10 of Cups. Four of Swords, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. One more. 4 of Cups, Luxury. Wow. I like these cards because they also have their keyword associated with them.
Oh, that's interesting. Truce is not a word that I would have immediately thought of for the Four of Swords.
Yeah.
But it does make sense.
So, yeah, because Four of Swords, I usually get rest. But I guess, if you're you have some conflict, and you're in a state of truce, you are resting essentially, right?
A truce is as good as a rest.
Yeah. And I do like this card in this deck because normally the Four of Swords is above the resting person, and they are actually laying on the swords in this deck, and to me it does, it's a break. So cat advice would be you're thinking about it,
sleep on it.
Yeah. Nobody wants to go out and impulsively get a pet of any kind because that is a huge commitment, and your energy and financially, and of course caring for a living being requires a commitment. So sleep on it. Looks like, however, as we go into the Ace of Cups, that's a new beginning. I think Tracy had the Ace of Cups in her reading as well.
It was the Ace of Wands.
Ah, the Ace of Wands.
Yep.
Okay. So unlike the Ace of Wands, which is an action beginning, like you are fired up to start, this is the more emotional, love inspired. Like, are you doing this for the right reasons? Again, we're not being impulsive. We are going in with an open heart. I think I love the Ace of Cups. Usually it represents some sort of new love, and that could be your new kitty cat out there.
Yeah.
Satiety is the 10 of Cups. And again, interesting word. Usually I get fulfillment with the 10 of Cups. Getting all of your needs met, full of love. Satiety. I guess that's just general happiness, you're content.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 8 of Pentacles, to me, that's a worker kind of energy. It's, planning and investing and seeing your work come to fruition. In this deck, the key word associated with it is prudence. So to me, that's like the energy you put in to something will be seen in the results, right? Like the more you invest time and energy into something, the better results you'll get as things grow and flourish.
Maybe be prudent too about picking your cat so you don't come home with 17, because that wouldn't be prudent.
That would be a lot of cats. Okay, and of course then we end with the 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups is usually
where he's discontent.
Yeah, discontent.
And there's the cloud offering a 4th cup.
Yeah. In this deck, the key word here is luxury, however. So that's why I couldn't think of what so I'm being thrown by the keywords here, because normally this card isn't representative of luxury. It's more discontentment. However, cats are luxurious.
Yes.
And I think, again, the cards look good for you get yourself a little kitty cat friend.
Especially that Ace of Cups.
Yeah. And the 10, right?
Yeah, and the 10. The 10 could be wrapping up, putting the cherry on the cake that is the family unit.
Yeah, absolutely. But of course, I'm very curious to see, it's Kipper time.
Yes! Kipper time. We've eaten the cake, now let's see the cards.
Absolutely. That was good cake, too.
That was.
So I got my little Kipper deck, and we'll get 1 or 2 little final advice cards. Shuffling. I know it's painful to watch on camera, but gotta give them a little shuffle.
You're actually good at shuffling. I'm not. That's why I always say this is so painful to watch. It's like trying to watch a horse shuffle.
Yeah. The cards are, again, some decks are bigger and wider, and they really are kind of hard to shuffle.
Yeah.
These little kippers are super fun and easy. Okay, here we go. Grief and adversity. Okay. Living room. Okay, so grief and adversity, maybe this is the energy we're coming in with here. Maybe we're worried about.
Yeah, or someone in the family maybe is having misgivings about the idea of getting a cat.
Or, again, just wanting to have a pal. Maybe you're lonely. Maybe, you've gone through some sort of loss and you need a buddy, some unconditional love as we heal and rest.
Yeah.
And then, of course, something about a living room.
Which is where your cat's going to spend all his time.
Yeah. I'm like, you're going to have to get a cat tree. I'll probably go there.
Yep.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, there is an actual cat in, I don't know if you can see it. There is an actual cat in this card. On the chair.
Oh my goodness.
So, again, I'm thinking, go cat. Cat positive, yes. And a new buddy, a new friend in your life will, help with coping and stuff too. If you've gone through some sort of loss, it could just be emotional. You're drained, or maybe you're out of some sort of relationship and are doing some self-care now.
Yeah, cats are good for that.
And an unconditional loving kind of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, get yourself a cat. I think it's pretty clear.
Yes.
Again, the cat literally showed up in the advice. So there you go. Bye. Did I yell? Was that too yelly?
And we're live.
Hey-hoo. Yee-hoo. And cut. That was weird. I didn't intend to make that noise. Good grief. Yeah, it's irksome.
Constantly peeling cards apart.
I just said irksome. I don't think I've ever used that word before in my life.
It's a good word.
I'm like, okay, Rachel.
I like that word.
We're getting crafty with the word choices today.
All right, Miss, I have a university degree.
We're sitting here and Tracy's shuffling her new deck, obviously. And I'm just so excited for her to... The reading can be terrible. Like the worst news ever.
But it's going to be adorably
but it's
terrible.
Going to be so good. Cats are cool. All animals are cool, right? I have a dog. So I have a dog, yeah.
Except for spiders and snakes. Those aren't pets. Those are nightmares.
Yeah, no, I can't do spiders. No. I literally threw a book at the wall one time. And then, because there was this creepy black spider hanging out on the wall, and it shocked me so much, I literally threw a book at it. And I'm like, what the hell was that? Why am I throwing things at my wall?
We lived in this place in our broke 20s, and we were in the basement. And there's this wasp that was in there. It's an old house, so it's got like the old glass windows in the basement. Mm-hmm. And there's this wasp buzzing around the windows. We can't get the window open because somebody's painted it closed at some point.
Yeah.
So Dave, in all his wisdom, grabs the thickest book he can and smashes it against the window. It did not kill the bee, but we did not get our damage deposit back.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, spiders get me every time, though. I'm like, well, the bathroom belongs to the spider now. I just walk away and shut the door. I'm like, ooh.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Our small dog came running up to me one day in the summer, which we called the summer of spiders, because there were just spiders everywhere.
Yeah.
And she's a small brown dog with these bulgy eyes because she's part pug. and there's a spider on her face.
Oh.
And I am climbing the back of the couch trying to get away from her.
And of course,
she's like,
while you're doing that,
I love you. What are you doing? Why are you trying to get away from me? And I'm screaming. And,
oh, God. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's, gonna not eat you out of house and home. What was I gonna say? Have this little kitty cat that you can snuggle with, and it may or may not eat your eyeballs if you don't. No, wait.
Tracy.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna stop that sentence after.
Something about missing eyeballs. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, cats apparently will eat your eyeballs if you die alone in the house.
Huh, fun fact.
Because they're soft. I mean, I don't know how true that is.
Well, I'll never get a cat. Thanks for that. Anecdotes by Tracy.
The cat could have a full bowl of food and they're like, no, there's fresh eyeballs
We're
here.
going right for the eyeballs. Yeah, exactly.
And they have never forgotten it in their collective memory. It is lodged in there.
And they will eat your eyeballs.
Maybe. Allegedly.
Allegedly.